All right, good morning. Welcome to the KGNS Digital News Desk. On this Wednesday, April the 24th, it's the final Wednesday of the month. It's Administrative Professionals Day, and it's live to the KGNS Digital News Desk. Well, live to the KGNS website at kgns.tv. We're also live to the KGNS app, and we're live to our YouTube channel this morning, wherever you're joining us. Thank you so much. As always, Yolanda Villarreal is joining us as well, and she is here to talk weather. Yolanda, what's going on?
Well, good morning. Everything seems great, but I don't know with that weather. It's starting to feel very humid for us this morning. The beautiful thing is that we're starting off with those cloudy skies, but then later on in the afternoon, it's expected to become mostly sunny, and those temperatures are only warming up, and they're going to continue to warm up for this week all the way into next week. And this weekend, if you do have any outdoor plans, well, the bad thing is that it's going to be very hot. The good thing is that there's no rain chances, because last week on Sunday we had lots of rainfall, very light drizzle with those cloudy skies and cooler weather. But this morning, taking a look at our temperatures, we do see Amarillo still in the upper 50s, but then from San Antonio all the way into Dallas in the low 70s, 75 for Houston, in the upper 70s for Corpus Christi, for Laredo. Then we do see McAllen in the low 80s already, and it's only 10 in the morning. It is going to be very warm, and that is due to that moisture that we keep getting from the Gulf of Mexico. 81 for Brownsville, and then out in the west for El Paso all the way into Del Rio in the upper 70s. So for today, our highs are expected to range in the 70s for some that are going to be that lucky, and for other spots, they're going to be getting into the 90s in our viewing area in the low to upper 70s, 78 for Zapata, 76 for Freer, and also for Cotula, Carrizo Spring in the low 70s, El Sinal in the upper 70s. So our dew points this morning we're ranging in the 60s. Now we're getting into the 70s. So it's going to start to feel very humid, even though you work outside and you're like, hey, this morning it is cloudy due to that moisture. And also a combination of our temperature that's going to be increasing it and making it feel a lot warmer for us outside, even for this weekend, where our highs are expected to range in the upper 90s. So our winds are blowing from the southeast, and you may also notice that it is breezy outside. Gusts up to 22 miles per hour will be possible throughout the day. Then for the night, it's going to start to pick up a bit more. It is going to be windy. So our winds right now about 5 to 13 miles per hour. For tomorrow night, those winds will be picking up a bit more, gusts up to 37 miles per hour. That's what is expected for Thursday night. So try to secure loose objects if you have outside. Make sure they are secured so you don't have those plants flying all over the place, because it's tomorrow when we're expected to see those windy conditions during the night hours. So our radar is indicating that there are some showers, mainly in the central states, but not that severe. For today, there's going to be some areas in Texas getting those showers and thunderstorms. Nevada all the way into Idaho in the Pacific Northwest, some showers and mixed precipitation. And then from Tennessee all the way into the Virginias, Pennsylvania, Vermont, and Maine are getting some showers and thunderstorms with mixed precipitation. For us here, when do we see the return of those rain chances? It would be by next week, Monday and Tuesday, starting off very slight at the moment right now, but they could be increasing later on throughout the week. So this is that severe weather that is expected for today across Texas. We do see from the Texas Panhandle all the way out into the west, even in parts of Dallas. Then these showers and thunderstorms will be extending towards central Texas by tomorrow, all the way into Houston by Friday. For us, so far, we're not looking at rain chances, but I'll keep you up to date with that weather. It would be by Monday and Tuesday of next week that we're going to start to see those rain chances. Throughout the day, cloudy skies will continue. We do see those temperatures ranging in the 80s to 90s. Breezy conditions for tonight, warm and muggy, also with those winds picking up to 26 miles per hour. There you do see for tomorrow, we're going to be in the 90s, mid-90s, warm and humid, but also I do have that red light blinking, indicating that tomorrow you got to keep up to date with that weather, because those winds are going to be picking up with gusts up to 37 miles per hour. They're expected during the night hours, so that's when many of us are sleeping. And then we do see for Saturday and Sunday, those temperatures increase a bit more. For Saturday, it could be probably feeling like if we're in the triple digits. Then by Monday and Tuesday, we do see those slight chances of showers and thunderstorms with a continuation of warm and humid conditions. And our lows are not changing a bit. We do we do see that they're going to be ranging in the 70s. So yeah, Ruben.
All right, Yolanda, thanks for the wonderful news.
It is good news.
90s. It's been kind of cloudy this morning.
Yeah, so that's the good thing that we start off our morning with those cloudy skies. So I know with that time change, that's the good thing they do with that time change. I know many people that work outside get to start their day early in the morning, waking up to these cloudy skies, and then later on in the afternoon when it's sunny, they're probably done with most of the work that they have to do throughout the day. So
it was pretty darn humid though this morning.
It is. So our hair's not looking great if you go outside.
My hair looks fine. Yolanda.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of the humid conditions. If I go outside right now, then it's not good. And are you going to be here for the noon show?
I will not be here for the noon show. No.
So yeah, Mindy's going to be here for the noon show though.
But you will be on the noon show. So
yes, I will.
There's that, and we'll see you on Telemundo en tu casa at 11 o'clock as well.
Yep.
Thanks, Yolanda.
Thank you.
All righty, we are going to take a quick break. I will be back with more here on the KGNS Digital News Desk. All right, we're back on the KGNS Digital News Desk. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get to some news this morning. As you saw here yesterday on the Digital News Desk, there was a press conference, and traffic congestion has been on the minds of many Laredoans who travel to and from the mines road area after Mexico's customs system began failing. Now, possible solutions are being thrown on the table for drivers who use Loop 20 and I-35 toward the World Trade Bridge. There's a sense of urgency from Laredo leaders to resolve the ongoing issue. In that press conference, City of Laredo Mayor Dr. Victor Trevino spoke about what plans that'll be implemented to prevent miles of tractor trailers from taking over the city, and our Araceli Garza has the details.
It's a thriving industry Laredo is known for, trade. Arturo Dominguez, a custom broker and a part of the Laredo Port of Entry Advisory Committee, says at least 8,000 trucks cross into Mexico through Laredo's Port of Entry, the World Trade Bridge, daily. City officials saying with Laredo becoming the #1 port of entry comes with a lot of responsibility to make sure trade is running smoothly and not affecting the consumer. However, there has been an ongoing issue, not only hurting the industry, but also drivers simply commuting through Laredo. These long lines have been a common sight for those traveling towards the World Trade Bridge. And Laredo officials have reported it's all due to the Mexican customs system shutting down.
It affects their pocket eventually because they're doing less crossings, and so it affects the income that they're taking home.
Tractor trailers being at a standstill in Laredo affecting the business where the products are getting delivered in both countries. Dominguez says time is of the essence and time is money. When the Mexican customs system is down, the traffic coming through World Trade Bridge is causing a lot of backup on Loop 20 and I-35 more frequent now. This is leaving city, state, and even federal officials to come together to come up with a solution. Chief of Police Miguel Rodriguez says they are sending 12 to 15 police units along the traffic jams to assist those drivers who find themselves in the middle of it. A plan is in motion to address the issue. The Laredo Port of Entry Advisory Committee is proposing solutions to the city of Laredo.
It's that there's no blockage in any intersections, that everything flows as it's supposed to. Try to use the turnarounds in every place that is available so that traffic can flow no blocking or closing of any ramps so traffic can flow.
Mayor for the city of Laredo, Dr. Victor Trevino, says he met with the Mexican officials delegation from the governor's office of Tamaulipas and several representatives from Mexican federal agencies to discuss possible options.
The contingent plans would focus on getting all the empties shifted to the Columbia Bridge and stopping some vehicles and putting them in some lots, not only their warehouse lot, but other lots that we can designate here to avoid all the bottlenecking.
He adds modernizing the Mexican customs system is something that has been put on the table. In the meantime, they are trying to reduce the amount of traffic that is moving into other parts of town.
We ended up doing was we tweaked the plan to make sure that we discontinue that we're no longer going to permit this commercial traffic to continue backing up all the way to University Drive or even to Shiloh. So the traffic is going to get stopped right at the entrance of that overpass on International Loop 20.
For KGNS News, I'm Liseli Garza.
Well, these proposals will be discussed during the next City Council meeting, which is happening this coming Monday over at City Hall. How can you help? That was the theme for this year's National Crime Victims' Rights Week, hosted by the Webb County Sheriff's Office. It was a reminder of what we owe each other as community members. Our Salma Lozano has more on the importance and significance behind this event. Salma?
According to the FBI's Crime Data Explorer, there were over 100,000 violent crime incidents in Texas in 2022. With Webb County being the sixth largest county in Texas, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, it remains important to raise awareness of the resources available for victims of crime. The Webb County Sheriff's Office states they receive the highest volume of calls involving domestic disturbances that at times, after investigation, can encompass offenses such as assault, terroristic threats, harassment, and other crimes. According to Webb County Sheriff Martin Cuellar, in order for victims to receive help, it's important for community members to make the call.
The most important things that I need the community to know, if you're a victim of crime, don't be afraid, speak out. Speak out because we're here to support, we're here to make a report, we're here to offer services, we're here to do what needs to be done to make sure that the victims are taken care of.
The event brought together different law enforcement agencies and local organizations such as members from Casa de Misericordia and the Children's Advocacy Center. Victims of crime can receive help in the form of counseling, funeral expenses, and depending on the case, even rent assistance. According to Marco Montemayor, Webb County attorney, an important factor behind the event is reflection and improvement.
Victims need to be able to feel comfortable coming forward and telling their story, so that way we can provide them the necessary resources, but at the same time we can ensure justice is served.
Montemayor states that events such as this remain important as they strengthen the trust between community members and law enforcement. For KGNS News, Salma Lozano.
Well, in recognition of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, the Sheriff's Office is holding a candlelight vigil tomorrow over at Lake Casablanca State Park. That'll be at 6:30 in the evening. An electric buzz is sweeping through South Texas as a convoy of electric vehicles makes its way across the region. The convoy, including an electric school bus, made its way to Laredo Tuesday to highlight the need for more EV charging stations and funding opportunities for electric vehicles in cities, schools, and businesses. Local leaders were invited to learn about available grants and incentives to support electric transportation.
We also have to see if it's feasible for Laredo Independent School District to see if we are ready operationally, because it does take a lot, and I am one that is very pro clean energy, but at the same point in time, we have to see how we need to adapt and actually place it into our current fleet that we currently have.
The tour is organized by the Texas Electric Transportation Resources Alliance and the Texas Electric School Bus Project. They say it's all part of the effort to build a greener future for Texas. The convoy is also making stops in Corpus Christi, Brownsville, Kerrville, and San Antonio. Zapata County ISD students were among the over 6,000 students who got to meet NASA astronaut Jose Hernandez. Over 60 students from ZCISD traveled to Edinburgh for a special screening of his movie, A Million Miles Away. Students got to listen to his story on being a migrant farm worker and his journey to getting into NASA. Brianna Canales, a student from ZCISD, is about to graduate. She says the field trip was an example of perseverance.
Applied 11 times, but on the 12th time, they actually accepted him. So that really shows that we have to keep trying as individuals like for our goals and dreams.
The district says this trip helps students think about what they want to do after graduation. Well, today's the day to celebrate and recognize the individuals who are the backbone of any office, administrative professionals. These are the people who typically run the office behind the scenes, are the voice on the other end of the phone, or the first face seen in office. To honor these individuals for their service, the Volunteer Services Council for Border Region Behavioral Health Center will host their annual fashion show and luncheon. This year's theme is Viva Las Vegas, with models showcasing clothing from local stores. The event is over at the Laredo Country Club at noon, and all proceeds benefit the clients at Border Region Behavioral Health Center. They're actually opening the doors at 11:30, and as a matter of fact, that is where I am headed at the moment. Okay, I'm going to go MC this event. Excited to do that for the second year in a row. Will not be on KGNS News at noon, so we will see you again tomorrow on KGNS News Today, and then again here tomorrow. Actually, we'll not be here tomorrow at 10, so I'll see you tomorrow on KGNS News Today. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed rest of your day.